Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Runtime, and today we're going to be talking about
Resident Evil.
So, if you didn't know, there were two unused characters in the original version of Resident Evil. These two characters were replaced by two characters we already know today, Rebecca Chambers and Barry Burton. If you already know what I'm going towards, I'm talking about Dewey and Gelser, that was used in the concept art of the Resident Evil, showcase a long time ago. I can't say it's called Resident Evil Showcase, but it's like a long time ago when it was showcased. But in the concept art, two characters, Dewey and Gelser, were made. Dewey was supposed to be the comical relief for Resident Evil, and he was based off comedian and actor Eddie Murphy. As for Gelser, it's just this giant dude who at one point of the game decides to just hold a giant roof over his head at one point of the game. Dewey was the inspiration for Rick in Dino Crisis, and his name was used for the last name of the helicopter pilot Edward Dewey in Resident Evil. So at least he has some representation, at least. But Gelser, he's completely gone, completely cut from the game. So why am I telling you this? Is this a facts video, you might be asking? No, it's not a facts video. This video is a video of me saying, what if, like, still with the original cast, but what if our two unused characters were still added into Resident Evil? From this picture right here, we can see that Dewey and Gelser are supporting characters. Dewey is the supporting character for Chris, and Gelser is the supporting character for Jill. So I'm gonna put these guys in some scenarios where in the original Resident Evil, how would they react and what they would do and what they would say. So with that being said, let's start off with Gelser. Hey guys, Future Run here. Seems like old me forgot to add in the intro, so I'll just do that for you guys, okay?
Don't lose your way in your mind. We want to be as one. Don't be afraid, my sweetheart. This is the way to be so strong. Hurry, my deep secret. It makes me so blue. Go through this game before my body's done.
I can see during the scene where Jill almost becomes a
Jill sandwich.
I can just see him like holding the entire ceiling. The reason why I say this is because, he's supposed to hold a whole roof over his head. It could possibly be similar to the scene off of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he holds his foot between the gears, and it makes the whole clock tower go haywire. The reason why I'm saying that as an example is because maybe when he holds the ceiling and it's trying to go down, he might be so strong that the whole mansion decides to shudder and somewhat go a little haywire because of the ceiling being held too long. But it's somewhat probably draining Gelser too. And Jill is like, Gelser, and Barry comes in like, Jill, Gelser, and he probably breaks down the doors so Jill and Gelser can get out. With how tall Gelser is and how swole he is, I can see him probably going through it on the doors like this, kind of like just having to lean and squat just to go through doors and turning sideways and stuff like that. Maybe maybe in this scenario, since the whole place is trying to break down, maybe since he held it for too long, it's probably about to just drop down on him. So when Jill runs out, Gelser immediately lets go and probably runs so fast and breaks through the wall where the room is, and it just falls. This also leads me to another point with Gelser, to where I think that maybe that when certain characters, like how Chris or either Jill can be trapped inside the door, maybe Gelser could possibly just break through the doors. Yes, they could probably take away the whole searching for keys and stuff like that, but just what if? Or maybe since the characters separate in the original game, maybe due to Gelser separating from Jill, maybe while Jill or the Chris is running through areas, there'll be holes in the wall, and that would be from Gelser just breaking down doors and things like that. But this will also cause for more zombies and everything else to like come through and attack these characters, which will make it all the more challenging. Maybe even a zombie dog from Gelser just breaking outside could just come out of nowhere. I can also see Gelser fighting the tyrant. He probably get hit a lot of times and be probably damaged, maybe even die. But Gelser could probably take on the tyrant. With how big and swole he is, maybe he could be able to take the tyrant's stabs. Maybe not, most likely not. Those are some long claws, but maybe if Gelser fights the tyrant, maybe he can probably get a few hits on him. Now, let's go to Dewey. I can see Dewey, since he's the comical relief, just saying a bunch of funny stuff. That warning, I will get to cussing right now. Well, not right now, but in just a minute. So, YouTube and everybody else who doesn't like cussing, beware. I think that Dewey, since he's hanging out with Chris, every time Chris meets up with either Rebecca or Jill, Chris will probably be able to like throw like a few, like try to hit on Rebecca or the Jill. And I can also see that when if you use the original version, when Chris walks through the door to where Jill is, and Jill pepper sprays Chris. Maybe when Dewey gets pepper sprayed, he'll start cussing like you asshole, or something like that. Now, shit, like something like that. It'll be very, very funny. And I can see him cussing a lot. And since he's based off of Eddie Murphy, maybe I'll throw this in there. Maybe what if every time Dewey is in trouble, he'll call out Chris's name, kind of like how Donkey off of Shrek calls out Shrek's name a lot. He'll call out Chris's name. He'll like Chris, like this and that. And I can also see every time Chris reassures things with good old Rebecca and Jill, Dewey would probably say things like, "Hey, don't be talking to my woman like that." Like, or he'd be like, "You think you slick, huh? You think she likes me more than you." I can see him doing and saying things like that, and it can be very funny. I can also see when Wesker shoots Rebecca, I can see that Dewey's reaction is very funny. It's like, oh, like Rebecca, and stuff like that. It'll be like, it's like, just think about it being funny in a sort of way when he reacts to it. And I can also see when he sees the tyrant, but he'll be like, oh hell no, I am not fighting that. Cause you on your own. I can see him doing that, and then I can also see when the tyrant stabs Wesker. I can also see Dewey being like, oh damn. Ooh. He ain't gonna be seen again. Or maybe you be like, he ain't gonna be in Resident Evil 2. But I can just see a lot going on with Dewey. A lot of funny things. And for all we can know, at some points of the game, maybe he'll have his serious moments. Like when Richard Eichen dies, he could probably be so moved by it that he's possibly a little serious at some points of the game, since Richard dies in the game. I know one thing though, with adding Dewey and Gelser to the mix, I can actually see the helicopter ride back home just being very, very crowded. I can also see this. One more thing. I forgot to mention the first zombie. I can see that Dewey possibly just being like, oh, what the fuck? Like something like that. Like he'll probably be scared shitless. Like, and I can also see that with the spiders and the giant plant and the giant snake as well. But that also leads me back to Gelser. I can also see Gelser just seeing the zombie for the first time, and when Barry shoots it, he is he's probably not shook. He's probably just like, I do not know what this is. But and he decides just to protect Jill and everything, and they split up and stuff like that. And I can just see a lot with the characters if they were in the game. If they were at least added to the original cast, like if Rebecca and Burton were still in the game and them just added to cast, it would probably be very different if Rebecca and Barry just was left out and Dewey and Gelser were in. But if they were all together, all four of those characters added to Jill, Chris, and Wesker's cast of characters, I can just see them being very, very, not unique, but very, very more of a sense of, it'll probably be a little bit funnier, but it'll probably make the story less scarier, but more challenging. But it would probably still be scary in some sort of way. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think what Resident Evil would be like if Dewey and Gelser were left in the game. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.